Hello. So I went to go see the movie Leviticus. I don't think that's how you pronounce it. Leviticus, whatever. Came out today. So if you have not seen that movie, spoiler warning, spoiler warning, spoiler warning, spoiler warning, spoiler warning. Are you still here? Spoiler warning. Um, I saw the movie today and I was like, oh wow, this is a great movie. Um, it's a message about the danger that LGBTQ plus people face in small towns, right? Obviously the movie was like about like IRL messaging, but like it took the form of a supernatural monster. Um, great movie. Good scares. Um, I enjoyed the plot. It was kind of messy, not like messy in a good way, like messy in like a oh wow way, right? But if you get it, you get it. But it was just I think there was one part of the movie that I didn't really enjoy, and I think it's the ending because I think that the ending is kind of abrupt. So basically, obviously spoiler warning, but the main character name, um, he sees the person that he likes, Ryan, um, is cheating because they're not really together, but they like each other, but they're not really together. But Ryan cheats on him with basically this religious guy's son. His name's Hunter, um, and Name is so hurt by this that he makes the choice to basically anonymously out Ryan and Hunter, and that causes them to go through a kind of like baptism, kind of, sort of, in quotes, but like the baptism is basically it sends a monster after them that takes the form of the people that they wrongfully desire, right? So, for Hunter, he sees Ryan. Ryan, despite the fact that he is technically cheating, sees Name, and Name, when he eventually gets pulled into the same baptism, sees Ryan. So it's a whole mess. Hunter is unfortunately un he stops living, um, and Ryan doesn't know who reported them basically, but he's very upset by this, and he decides to like stick together with Name, and then eventually, Name like kind of like outs himself to someone after Hunter stops being alive. He tries to like get the police involved because he believes that Ryan will be in danger by the same thing that took out Hunter. Um, but then the police basically they tell his mom, and his mom um, she like allows the same baptism to happen, and it's later revealed that she knew the dangers that were associated with that, and like obviously that's a real life parallel to like people of like queer kids who like the parents of the queer kids, they like kind of abandon their children or sometimes put them in danger for their I say I'm using quotes because like not in the word danger, but they do it for their own good basically. um and they kind of try to justify it in their minds, right? Like, oh, I'm doing this for your good, so this is fine. But yeah, basically his mom has Name go through the same thing, and eventually Ryan finds out that Name is the one who anonymously um, reported Ryan and Hunter like doing like kissing each other. And so Ryan is obviously upset. But in that scenario, there are people who are trying to do not nice things to both Ryan and Hunter. I mean Ryan and Name for their feelings for each other. Um, but even though Ryan is hurt by what Name did, he still doesn't want him to not be alive. So he saves him. But he's like, we're done. We're done. I'm over it. I don't want to talk to you like ever again because what you did was horrible. Like, you outed me, you outed my friend, and inadvertently you led to him not being alive. Again, this is not. Name didn't know the severity of the supernatural. However, I still think that what he did was very wrong, because even without supernatural involvement, you should never forcibly out someone, especially not in an environment like a town that does not have like up to date beliefs, in a town that is very religious. They're very like, no, we don't accept that kind of behavior around us, right? So like outing someone is a no in general, but outing someone in an environment where it is not safe for the person you are outing is even worse. Right, like taking out the supernatural, like just don't do that. Don't do that. Point blank. Period. Don't do that. Um, and from that point on, Ryan is like, if you see me, assume it is the monster, because I never want to see you like again, right? And the monster obviously takes the form of like the person that you want to be with, you desire. So he's like, if you see me after this point, assume it's the monster, because I don't want to be near you. He's very upset. Um, and so we see Ryan basically for the rest of the movie, except for like the last 2 to 3 minutes. Every time that Ryan appears after that is it is the monster. It's meant to be the monster. Um, and the monster for some reason doesn't uh, like fire, but I don't really know why. But anyway, I don't need all the things answered to me, because that's not what a horror movie should be. Like some things should be left up to interpretation, right? But this is my problem. At the end of the movie, and again, spoilers if you somehow manage to make it here, but at the end of the movie, um, basically the premise is that the monster cannot appear if the person who is seeing the monster is not alone. Like if there are other people around, the monster can't get to them, right? So, Name, like after he finds out that his mom knew about all the stuff and the baptism and all that stuff and the dangers that it would put him in, he basically runs away. He's like, I don't want to be with you anymore. Um, he gets on a bus with Ryan, and they have a reunion, like little like forehead kiss, and it's very sweet. And you see the like basically the monster uh, of Ryan like staring at them through the window. So it's the movie makes it clear that the monster is never gonna go away, which is obviously a parallel to how like in IRL like persecution or like uh, the attempt to like harm queer people is not something that just ends, right? You can't just end the spell and like fix everything. However, the thing that really like I didn't really like is that Ryan goes from being like furious, like enraged, like disgusted, like I never want to see you again, Name, and then they reunite, and you presume that like Ryan has gone through some stuff off screen, but suddenly they're just buddy buddy, and they're cuddling, and they're having fun, and it's like I thought he was like super angry, and I didn't really get it. I didn't really understand, right? Obviously, there is I understand that they're like happy that they could be together and that they don't have to worry about the monster as long as they're together like all the time. But like still like again, Ryan cheating was not right, messed up. But Name doing what he did was also messed up, and I feel like the movie kind of just like brushed over like both of those things really, and then it kind of just ended, and I was like, I don't know, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I like most of the movie. Most of the movie, I love it. It's great. Good scares, good characters. I liked it. I believed it. But the ending is just where I'm like, eh. Like I feel like that could have been executed better. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I didn't get it. Maybe it just the ending sailed over my head and I didn't understand it. But I just personally didn't. It wasn't my cup of tea. The ending, at least, because of how abrupt it was. But yeah, that is my review of Leviticus or Leviticus or however you pronounce it.